Jets offense coming. Up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now White. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
21-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now White. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Clemens out to his left.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The New York set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
White looks to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Elliott good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
On first down, it's White.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off play action, here's White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw, White. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. White looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 41, White
on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Here's a diving catch right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now White with a first down throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Give to Hall running right.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's a screen play here for Carter. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Able to get away. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. White. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
from 6 yards away.
And the Jets are able to at least get one score back.
Zerline good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Justin Jefferson
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
We take a look at Mike White as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The play fake. Now White. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
White's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. White. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On first down, Clemens. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. White. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, White.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And a check down complete to Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Knight. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Carter. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. White throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. White.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this back?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Off the play fake. Clemens on the move to his left.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Off play action. Clemens. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs.